As we all know, the Gohighlevel website library sucks, so I had to create my own. In this video, I'm going to show it to you, and I'm also going to show you 9 different sections so you can use that as inspiration for your own Gohighlevel websites. Okay, so check this out. If I click here, I can toggle between monthly and annual pricing, and you'll see the pricing changes as I click on it. This is something really cool. I've never seen this in any Gohighlevel website ever before, so we had to get creative. We used a bit of code to make it work, but it's just awesome. And you know how a lot of software companies give you a discount if you sign up for the annual plan? We wanted to do the same thing, but we couldn't do it until we figured it out. Now, if you're curious about how we pulled it off, my brother has a YouTube video, a full tutorial as to how we did this, the code, all that stuff. You can go watch it. But it's just one of my favorite features that we've created on any websites this far. The second feature I wanted to show you is for this menu for a restaurant website that we created. I think it looks really cool, minimalist, and the coolest thing is that it's very easy to create. I'm gonna show you Gohighlevel what it looks like right now, but it's like an actual menu. And if you were a restaurant, you wanted to update it, you can make quick changes to it, change the icon here. I'm gonna show you very quickly. So like you can see, these are just bullet lists. And if I click here, I scroll down to icon, I can just change this to, let's say, food. And I can change this to a pizza. Let's say it was a pizza shop. And it's just a super easy way to display a menu. Like you can see right here, we just have a divider, big headline, and then we just have our sub headlines and paragraph. That's it. And then this right here are just emojis that we added. Very simple. Now this is our card detail website that we built a while back, and I think it looks awesome. This is one of my favorite sections, is this hero section in the services page. I think it looks awesome. You can see how it's kind of fading in and out, and you can see some of the outline, the round corners top and bottom, they're kind of inverted off each other, and then here it kind of fades out with the photo. So how do we actually do this? So how we actually did this is just like this. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. If you click here, you'll notice that this is a photo. And if you click here as well, there's a background photo. That's another photo. Now you might be wondering, how does it kind of fade out on its own? And this orange turns to black. And that's because I created that in Photoshop. That's a background that is orange fading to black. And then here I did the opposite. I have a real photo. And then what I did in Photoshop is I did this right here. So this is the actual photo. As you can see, this white stuff is just because I erased some of it. I faded it out with the erase tool. And now when you add it here, it just takes the background color of this section. So it's kind of like a small trick that I came up with. I wanted to make this more clean, kind of a seamless transition between the photo to the next section. That's the only way to do it. So this is just a photo, no code or anything, nothing fancy, but just a cool trick I thought I'd show you. And you can use this for many different sections, not just like a card detail website. Now this is our salad bar website, and it's pretty minimalist, as you can see. It looks very clean, very aesthetic. That was kind of what we were going for with this website. But one of my favorite sections, which was actually very easy to create, I'm going to show you in just a second, was this section right here. We have the 4 salads. As you hover, they animate, they zoom in a bit, and it's just very simple. Now, this goes to show that not everything has to be overly complicated, tons of code, tons of Photoshop. It could just be a simple photo and then a bit of code to just animate it. Very simple. This is like a copy paste, very easy code. I've showed it multiple times on my YouTube channel if you're curious. It's this video right here, how to make photos zoom in. It's like a 30-second tutorial. Very simple, very easy. That's how we did that. This is what it looks like in Gohighlevel. We have the photos right here. Now this next section, which I think looks really clean, is for our MedSpa/salon website that we created. And it's just like a super clean, bold hero section with a big photo stands out. And then you have your CTA right here. So it's just very cool, very simple. I'm going to show you how we did this in Gohighlevel. So this is what it looks like. And you can see there's a big divider, tons of space, so that we can have the photo just take most of the space. And you can see the photo is just a background of the green section. So the entire section right here has the photo as the background. Instead of using a color, we did this with a big photo. Now, after the divider, we just have headline, subheadline, and then a CTA, a button. Very simple, and it just looks really clean. Like when you land on the website, captures your attention, you see it, you see what it's about, and then it makes you want to scroll the rest of the website. So very easy, but it looks clean, and this is something you can implement it into many different niches as well. Wanted to show you this for a bit of inspiration. But what I'm trying to say here is like not everything has to be very complicated, tons of Photoshop, tons of code. A lot of sections just look better by having less stuff on them. Now this next section I want to show you, very simple, very easy, but it serves a very specific purpose. I wanted to show you how we did this. So as you can see, like if people are browsing through the services of that same website, like haircuts, treatments. As a visitor, you might have a couple different questions before you're able to book in and make that decision. So what we did is just with a very simple FAQ, we added common questions people might have before they make that decision. So if, like for instance, for coloring, people are wondering like, how often should I do it? And so we have a quick answer right there. Or will this damage my hair? And then it has an answer. Now if I scroll down, let's say I was a visitor wondering about the treatments. Now somebody might be wondering what is best for dry, damaged hair. And then we have the answer right there. Makes visitors experience better and they can make that decision to book the call. Now on Gohighlevel, this is very simple. This you can see is an FAQ element. So if you go here, what it looks like is down here. You can just add this as an FAQ. Now it's gonna look different because we have to mess around with the colors, the text colors, the background colors, all that stuff, but we can make it look just like this one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete it for now, but just by adding this simple FAQ, we made the website experience even better. So this is another quick tip. You can implement this into your websites and it's not gonna take you a lot of time. Now this next section right here is coming from our solar website that we created. This is what the website looks like. It's very clean. It looks really cool, but I wanted to show you this section right here. So when we were building this section, the idea behind it was explaining the benefits of switching to solar. Now when we started building this section, we had a ton of text, wanted to cover all the points, but what we realized is most people are not even gonna read all this text. This section was very heavy, big headlines, tons of paragraphs, tons of benefits. And we're like, this is not going to accomplish what we wanted to do, which is when somebody's watching the website, take a quick look, see the quick benefits, skim through it. Most people don't read a lot of text and just visualize it. You have a big photo in the middle with the solar panel right there and you can see the benefits. You can quickly skim through it. 24-hour coverage, 80% cheaper. This is how much it's going to cost me. Awesome. And so how we did this in Gohighlevel is just 3 sections side by side. This is a background for the entire section and then we have a divider to make it tall, just like this. And then we have text divider to space this out, and we have the 3 benefits side by side, which is just headline, subheadline, and just back to back. So that's how we created this section right here. And the final section I wanted to show you is from our AI Dark SaaS template that we created. And this is one of the coolest sections in my opinion that I still like. Those subtle details that make the website that much better. And so when you hover, it just lights up. We have the purple, the gradient going on with the pricing, and it just makes the website that much better. Very subtle detail. We could have easily not included it, but we wanted the website to be just that much better. And how we've done this, I think I've done this tutorial a couple times on my YouTube channel. So I'll show you, I think it's this video right here, this one right here. That's the one where I showed that specific effect, so you can check it out. But when you add that to your websites, it's just gonna make them that much better. So a lot of times the small details do matter, make that difference. And if I show you in the website, this is what it looks like. So very simple, but it looks really clean. And it just comes across as like an actual real software. And so that's what we wanted to create when we built this section. So that's 10 websites, 10 different features. Hopefully that gave you tons of inspiration. You can start using this into your Gohighlevel websites. And if you're curious about the specific effects, we have all those tutorials on the YouTube channels across my brother's YouTube channel and mine. So you can start implementing all of this into your own Gohighlevel websites. Now, if you want to save yourself the trouble of building the websites, the design, the Photoshop, the coding, all that stuff, then you can just buy our entire library in the first link in my bio.